I know where there's some, right here in the hall, clerk.
No, Molly, not in there. I have
Okay, it's actually been 3 days. This has been plugged in and running, and it's still running quite nicely. All the hands are moving as they should. I think it's done. What I'll do is, I don't know why the paint came off in there. I'm not going to touch it up. This is covered by the dial anyway. I will simply take the hands off and reassemble the clock and put it in its case, which is right here. This is painted Bakelite. You may recall it's pretty damaged in through here, had a hole right here. Part of the case was broken off over here, had a chunk out of it here. And with the use of some epoxy and paint, I couldn't find a shade of paint. I would like to. Bakelite has a particular brown, to me, chestnut looking finish. I couldn't find any paint that did that. This is not bad, but it's clearly a painted case. But that's what the clock's going into. So I will start reassembling all this. Okay, reassembly. Let's start with the back. Put the knobs back on. I polished these just slightly so that they would stand out a little bit. It's the spin to start. This is the set time. It's the alarm silent or on or off. And now this thing. This is the one that's spring-loaded. And this piece goes on. My problem now is I don't know whether it goes on this way or this way. I can't tell. The shaft isn't marked. There's no key to doing this. So I'm going to start with it there. And recall that this goes down too. And the pointer goes on, and the nut goes on top of that. And again, I don't see any way to orient the pointer. So maybe the pointer doesn't get oriented. It just, you turn this until the pointer is pointed, no matter what its orientation. But we'll see. Now let's see if we can get this to hit midnight. I have a suspicion there's a this wheel right here, the spring-mounted wheel that goes to our alarm set, has a notch in it. And I have a suspicion that when you turn the hands in the correct direction clockwise here, that you'll hit a point, yeah, you can see that wheel turning. You'll hit a point where this plate will drop down. Well, maybe it doesn't drop down. Oh, gravity does. Yeah, every once in a while I find this in a clock. The gravity, it requires gravity. So I believe that's our midnight position, where this and this touch. I believe that. I'm not, I have no proof of that, but I guess we'll find out. Okay, this is midnight, it goes straight up. But first we have to put our dial plate back on. And I didn't make any attempt to clean this at all. Folklore out there says they're very fragile, and the ink may come off because it might have been water-based in the first place. So I'm just going to put it right here, like that. And I'll take the hour hand, and I'll point it as best I can to 12. Okay. The minute hand, same thing. Then the second hand, which I polished up a little bit, same thing, it'll point in the same direction as the other two, or thereabouts. Okay, I think it's ready to go in the case. The case is here. It has two screws in place that need to come out. Oh, I forgot to finish with the feet. Pull the feet up by grabbing the little rubber bits, and then you just cut those off. Okay. Now we put in our bezel, our glass, that, and then the clock. Screws. That looks pretty good. Not perfect, but better than it was. Let's see if I can get it started now. And then we'll have to figure out the alarm part. I'll turn the... Oh. The alarm's loud enough. All right. Maybe the book says how to do this. In any case, let's get it started. There it goes. It's not the easiest thing in the world to start, is it? Let me shut out the light. Well, let me turn on the clock light and shut out this one. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty cute. All right. Well, Anne, there you go. A Hammond Jr. Happy birthday.
The makers of Johnson's Wax.